Yo, my G's. It's Drunk Sports Talk. You already know how we set it off every single time, ladies and gentlemen. We started off with a shot. All right. And this is going to, my two brothers right here because it's the holidays. Happy holidays, my G's. You know what I mean? Yo, we're going to be chilling tomorrow, eating it up. Watch football because we don't even care. New York shit is over. New York NFL is over. We don't give a fuck who wins or loses tomorrow. We rather just throw that shit out in the middle of Queens Boulevard ourselves for all we fucking care.
Word up.
Yo, salute my G's. Salute to our early show. We haven't did this in a minute. Salute to my G's.
Yes, sir. Salute. Yeah.
Yes. Y'all, I want to welcome everyone back to Drunk Sports Talk, New York's new #1 sports talk show out on these internet streets. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that, man. Allow me to reintroduce myself. It's your boy Cash, and I got my ride or dies with me, my brothers, the one and only, the incomparable Ed Television, and my brother Q. What's going on, y'all? We've been away for like 2 weeks. Talk to your boy.
Yo, how y'all feeling, man? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I was good to be back like cook crack.
That ass, yo. I was waiting for this shit for a minute, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, I was so hyped when I gave that toast. I'm about to drink a whole bottle tonight. Fuck it. I don't work tomorrow. Fuck it.
Y'all niggas, man. I gotta go to work.
You gotta work. Fuck it, get the bread.
Yeah, time and a half.
I want to wish, no doubt, time and a half. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? A blessed and joyful Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your loved ones. Appreciate the ones you have while they're still here. Show them love. Get your eat on. Get your drink on. But do it responsibly. And make sure you hit like and subscribe. We back. We was gone last week. We had some, we couldn't do it last week. That's it. Y'all don't need to know the whole fucking story and shit. Y'all don't need to know how the sausage is made and all that. You know what I'm saying? But pause. But I'm feeling real sturdy. I'm excited, man. I was chomping at the bit to get on today because while we were gone, there was a lot of shit going down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit in New York going down. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. You know what I mean? But let's start off with the relatively positive of New York. What's going on in New York right now? You know what I'm saying? My New York Knicks. The Knicks are 8-6 on the year thus far. What you said? What place are they in it?
They're in the eighth seed right now.
They're in the eighth seed. Now, I want to touch a couple of aspects of the Knicks, but before I want to get into a clip. I want to get into the Malika Andrews clip when she asked Scott Perry, how far away are the Knicks in your opinion? And the answer to that, we'll get to that clip. Even though it's a little bit old, we haven't got a chance to get on and really talk about it. So we'll get into that. I also think it's relevant because Julius Randle kind of just did a little one-on-one battle with Cat Carl Anthony Towns the other day. We'll talk about that. But Q, I'm gonna go to you first, man. Thus far, 8-6, 8th seed. Julius has gotten going a little bit. He's been on and off. 1 minute, he's on. The next minute, he's off. Brunson's been getting on. Been getting on a little bit. We saw some good DiVincenzo games. Grimes had sat out a little bit. RJ's back. He's trying to work his way back in. Mitch is playing great ball. Hartenstein's playing great ball. Quick is playing pretty good ball. Mm-hmm. Thus far, 8-6, 8th seed. What is your assessment of the Knicks so far?
Aside from, obviously the loss to the Wolves, I've actually liked what I've been seeing. I think prior to the Wolves game, they've definitely made a ton of adjustments on getting to the 3-point line quicker, playing that transitional ball without having the ball in their hands and getting to these guys who can shoot these open shots. Unfortunately, we were all just off, and it was just, at that second half, we just couldn't make any real adjustments. We shot very poorly that game, but I like what I'm seeing. Randall, I'm still on the bend with this guy. He's still, granted, he's still up and down. He's putting up some good numbers, but they're quiet numbers. They're not numbers that is really going to be like wow, that's the reason that we won that game. Because in my opinion, I think right now it's RJ Barrett that's the one that's doing that. You know, when RJ Barrett is not playing and Jalen Brunson's not having a good game, I think those are the two components that we need aside from shooting the three and having our bench score points. Because we got outscored on our bench, I think by almost 20 points against the Wolves. If our bench isn't scoring, we have a decent bench. We got Hart, DiVincenzo, quickly. These are guys who could score points. If we're not getting those bench points, we're gonna have a very, very bad issue. And obviously, anybody shooting Paul from the 3-point line is just gonna have a bad night overall. If you're shooting that poor, you better wish upon a star if you even win that game. And to be honest, I'm surprised we even kept it that close for that long. Obviously, up until it just fell all apart. But with Randall, it's just it's just like I said, it's just quiet numbers, man. Like we need him to pick up the pace. We need him to be that playoff Randall. We need that guy, and we don't need that 28 and 12 every night. We just need to see that energy from him. I'm still not seeing it. And
do you think he was pressing the other night? Do you think he was pressing the other night against Cat? Because it's no secret in the media. There's been discussions like, should they do Randall for Cat, right? Potential trade. I'm not even sure if the Timberwolves would do Randall versus Cat. But do you think the other night he felt like a little bit of pressure to kind of outshine Cat, in your opinion, Q?
I think so, and I think that's what probably threw his game off in the very beginning, because if you really saw, he wasn't even trying to go nowhere near or drive near the hoop. And that's not only just because of Rudy. He just he got to go against Rudy, and you're going against Carlton Town. Those are two big dudes. That's a different type of beast when you can go down to the hole and score against two big guys like that. And obviously that's in the back of his head, and I'm pretty sure he's not stupid. He's seeing how well RJ Barrett is playing, and I'm pretty sure if it came down to a trade, whether it's either him or RJ, I'm thinking at this point it might be him, because I'm seeing that RJ is outballing him this year. RJ is looking aggressive. He's getting to the hole. He's scoring these points, and obviously he had a rusty game because he was out for some migraines for 3 games. But besides that point, RJ has he still hasn't clicked for him this year yet. He's still finding it, and I think this was a hard game for him to do it in, because we needed him to put up like 35 points in that game. I don't need him doing 21 and 12. You know what I mean? Like,
and real quick, Ed, I want to get to you, but real quick, let's put some respect on the Timberwolves' names the Timberwolves' name, because they're like maybe the best team in the West right now, the best defensive team right now. Anthony Edwards, even though he got off to a slow start in the beginning, they got Rudy Gobert. They got a lot of different pieces, man. Ed, talk about your assessment of the Knicks this year, 8-6, like you said, 8th place, and particularly Randall and Cat going against each other tonight.
The season's still early, and they still look like that team from last year. They do the team camaraderie, and we got our little big 3 going, and Quick coming off the bench. We got Mitch playing fantastic this year. Mitch has 85 offensive rebounds alone this year. Like, he's averaging 11 total rebounds and 85 offensive rebounds this year. He's out rebounding offensively teams about a dime a dozen right now.
Mitch is himself. You heard what Tibbs said?
No, what Tibbs said?
Tibbs said Isaiah Hartenstein is having a crazy year, but it's hard to find minutes for him because how good Mitch is playing. Great problem to have, but my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
No, it's fine. And it's like you said, shout out to Minnesota, and I do feel like I feel like Randall was kind of like not finding his position in certain plays. Like, he had a decent night, but not the night like you said. It's very quiet numbers. He's still averaging 37% from the field. He needs to pick that up. One thing I noticed he didn't do this game was facilitate the ball better. He was averaging 5 assists a game in the last couple of games before heading into this game. He only had 1 assist. His rebound numbers are still there, but I feel like he should have took a step back and facilitated the ball well. Get the bench going, because that was one thing. Like, Vincenzo went back to being a little doo-doo emoji. He had a bad game. You know what I mean? Brunson,
when he started, he had a good game against the Hornets.
The Hornets, yeah. He had his coming out party. He had 25 with 7 to 8 3-pointers that game. So I thought he was gonna
when Grimes was on the bench. Do you think he serves as well better as a starter? Because I thought about that the other day.
Me too.
right? What's your opinion on it? I think Grimes' on-ball defense is phenomenal. DiVincenzo's not a terrible. DiVincenzo's a decent defensive player, but he looked like we have a small sample size, but he looked like he thrived in that starting spot, and he's definitely not scared. He'll shoot the ball. Grimes looks a little timid in spots. What do you think? You think DiVincenzo will be better off starting and maybe Grimes coming off the bench?
I think that's a good experiment to start off because it looked good when it happened. Those 2 games that he did start, the second game was his coming out party as a Knick. Yeah. So I thought maybe they should have kept it that way. And I agree. Grimes is an on-ball defender. He's A1 when it comes to But imagine using that off the bench. He could come in with the second unit, slow down that starter that's hot. Like say if next game who they play, Miami, right? Say if Tyler Hero having a hot game and Vincenzo starts over and Vincenzo can't hold him down. Grimes could come back, slow that down. Second unit, then you got quickly, that can help
more shot opportunities maybe with the second unit because I feel like he defers to Julius, he defers to RJ. He defers to Brunson. There's not enough shots maybe in the starting lineup with him. I don't know what you think about that maybe, right?
I agree. And Vincenzo is the kind of guy that he's like you said, he's not scared to shoot. Yeah. So even if he defers to these the first 3, he's still, if he's open, he's going to take the shot. He's not going to look for the pass. He's going to look for the shot or do what he does, try to go to the rim and yam it on motherfuckers. But
he be wilding with that shit, yo. But I like it though. But I'll be like, yo, this dude is bugging right now. But go back to the corner, dog. Like, stop playing, man. Now, you gotta give him hard. He got the heart to do it though. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, but I just felt like he took a step back this game. He only had 7 points.
He did. We all kind of did. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like having that high performance. I was like, I'm picking him up in fantasy. I was going crazy. It's like you say, I was jumping out the window for Vincenzo. But I feel like it'll be better if Tibbs just tries it out. Like, keep on trying it out. Let Vincenzo start. And see if Grimes comes off the bench and gives them a different kind of jolt that they probably need. Mix it up a little bit. Like I love that they finished this 5-game road trip in a 3-2 record. That's good, especially heading into the Garden, playing the teams that they're gonna play next, especially Miami, because I really want to see them how they're gonna play Miami again. Because I felt like we were the better team last playoffs, but there's a little things in there that they still need to work on. I'm gonna keep on preaching transition D. They need to get back on defense when they score a bucket. Get back on defense. Stop celebrating. Stop hooping and hollering. Get back on D because that's been killing them this year.
Yeah. They've been shooting well. They've been shooting the 3-ball well, man. Especially Brunson, man. Brunson is shooting phenomenal from there. I think do you have his stats in front of? Do you have his stats in front of him? I think he's shooting like 45 or something like that. Some crazy shit. Like I'm like, this dude is on fire, man.
40 some.
I'll tell you right.
Yeah, because even RJ Barrett, I think RJ Barrett is shooting 47% from the 3-point line.
Look at that.
Yeah,
so, that's insane.
RJ shooting good, even though he's kind of working his way back into the game because he was out with those migraines. But like I said, Mitch is playing absolutely great rebounding. I think he's like 5th in the league, and he has a nose for those offensive rebounds. It's amazing, man. And those putbacks. Defensively, he's trying to throw his hat in the ring for Defensive Player of the Year. I want him to get it.
I was watching some stats on that too. They were comparing him to his career numbers to Jalen, Jarian Jackson Jr.'s numbers.
Yeah.
And the only thing Jarian Jackson got over Mitch is the scoring. That's the only thing. Career-wise, matching up, because I think they came in the league like around the same time, or one is he has way better numbers, rebounding, blocks, all that better. It's just that Jarian Jackson Jr. is a better scorer. So imagine if Mitch had that in his game, in his bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He tied Bill Cartwright for 3rd most offensive rebounds in Knicks history. Yo, I want to play a clip from Malika Andrews, the NBA Today, when she's talking to Scott Perry. But first, let's take a motherfucking shot for Mitchell Robinson, man. He deserves that shit, man. Let's take a shot for all them boys, man.
Yo, and you asked how much Brunson is averaging from 3? Yeah. He's averaging 47.9 from 3.
Cool that boy down, boy. That boy's on. Yo, listen, if you're out there, I know you guys watch our show. So if you out there, right? Let's get Brunson in the All-Star game. Everyone this year, because he got to get that New York support because niggas be fun on niggas in New York, man. We gotta get him in that All-Star game. Right?
Yeah. He got snubbed
around February. He got snubbed. Let's make sure we get him in that All-Star game. Let's take a shot.
Yeah, let's take a shot,
boy. Let's go. Drunk Sports Talk. No more dark. I'm banned. I'm on the ban list again. We'll talk about that one. Yeah,
Yo, shout out to Brunson too. He was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week too.
Facts.
Yeah,
So
man.
listen, we talked about maybe I want to stay in the Knicks for a minute. We're gonna get to the Giants and the Jets real quick, but we talked about Julius maybe pressing a little bit against Karl Anthony Towns, and I'm not even sure if they'll do that deal with the. I don't think they would do that deal straight up with the Knicks. I know they are probably looking to move him for salary cap. For salary cap reasons, because I think they got to pay a couple of people this year. But I think did Nas Reed get paid last year? I think he did, right? Nas Reed did get paid, right? Yeah. But I'm not sure the salary cap issue. But I know they are supposedly looking to move Karl Anthony Towns, but they're balling so well. Maybe they don't want A-Rod and them don't want to fuck with. I think it's Mike Laurie and A-Rod don't want to fuck with that chemistry. But here is Malika Andrews, who I don't particularly like. I'll be honest with you, but talking. I think it's Scott Perry, former GM of the Knicks, former GM of the Pistons.
Shout out to Scott Perry.
Shout out to Scott Perry. Help build that 2004 Detroit Pistons championship team. They're asking him basically, where do you see the Knicks in terms of the landscape in the NBA, and how close are the Knicks to becoming a championship team? Let's take a listen, then we're going to get our thoughts. Hold on.
Better to help us talk about the Knicks than our newest NBA analyst, Scott Perry. He spent 2 decades in NBA front offices. You also helped build the 2004 Pistons championship roster. And then most recently, of course, you served as the general manager for the New York Knicks. So, Scott, I ask you this. How far away do you think New York is from being a true contender?
Well, Malika, I really think they're just one player away. And here's why I think they're one player away, a player that can come in and doesn't have to be a superstar player either. A player who can create some offense off the dribble, to take some of the pressure off Jalen Brunson having to do that as well, or Julius Randle having to do it, or RJ Barrett. Just another player. And I'll give you an example. You mentioned my time in Detroit. In 2004, we were in a very similar position that the Knicks are in right now. We were in the middle of the pack. We were like 4th or 5th in the Eastern Conference. We were a good basketball team, but we needed to get over the hump. We made an in-season trade to go get Rasheed Wallace. We add Rasheed Wallace. Boom, we go on a run. We end up winning the NBA title. I think we're maybe the last team to make an in-season move like that to go ahead and win a title.
Yeah.
I believe in the collective. And I think the Knicks have something in terms of depth. So you add one more player to that mix. You don't have to go the typical 3 superstar
route, sure,
to get it done.
Yeah, and it's going to be harder and harder to.
All right, you get the gist of that. Q. I agree and I disagree with him. I don't know if Q. Let me go to you. What's your thoughts on that? What do you think?
I definitely agree that we're one player away. And I think what you're probably leading to is probably superstar. And I think the only reason we say that is because all the players that we probably need on this team, they're both considered superstars, which is either Embiid or Donovan Mitchell. But guarantee you, if we have any of those guys in the way Mitchell Robinson is playing, if we take out Randall and we have Donovan Mitchell in this game against the Timberwolves, I guarantee you it's a totally different game, because Donovan Mitchell is going to take the game over, and he's gonna take some of the pressure over Jalen Brunson. Who knows if RJ Barrett ends up start shooting better and they start making more free
throws, all the pressure off Jalen.
And then now these guys are going to just shoot to a whole another level, because you got to think about it. What the key thing that he said in his statement was that somebody to create something off the dribble.
Yeah.
We all know Randall has a very hard time doing that. He has that one move where he drives to the basket, stop mid range, he turns around and he does a fadeaway, and that's his one single move.
Or he goes head down bully ball.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And that's not creating it off the dribble.
Yes.
That's like you have nothing in your bag. You don't have nobody that can say, hey, we need you to. You're gonna get the play. I need you to go in and figure some shit out. Like you can't. He doesn't quickly change up his style of play. He doesn't make any adjustments when he's driving to the lane. He has those moves. If they don't work out, 80% of the time we see when Randall gets a little a little flustered, what happens? He throws the ball away, it kicks off his leg, he creates a turnover, trying to pass it out and dish it out to somebody. And that happened about 4 or 5 times in the Timberwolves game. And it all happened in the second half.
Yes.
None of that happened in the first half. And that's what we need. We need somebody to create that off the dribble. And I think if we add Donovan Mitchell to this New York Knicks team, unfortunately, he's a superstar, but that's the type of player that we need.
I agree 100%. One thing he said that a lot of people have been getting at me for a while. What one word? Depth. The depth that we got is lethal. If we add that one more person, we could win it all, man. I really feel that way. And people forget, like they were talking about Detroit Pistons or whatever. You know what was a key component for that team too, for that Detroit Pistons coming in too? They got Mike James. They got Rashid and Mike James to help Lindsey Hunter. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that Detroit team was very complete, just like how I feel about this Knicks team. And
Lindsey Hunter was off the bench. Was Lindsey Hunter on that team?
Yeah, Lindsey Hunter was off the bench. Him and Mike James, they down the Lakers point guards in the
Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince was off the bench too, wasn't it? Right?
It was Chauncey.
No. Tayshaun Prince started.
It was the starters: Chauncey, Rip, Ben,
Tayshaun, Sheed, and Ben. And then off the bench they have Mike James, Lindsey Hunter, Corliss Williams, Mehmet Okur.
Lindsey Hunter was there for. I didn't realize how long he was there for a while.
I remember he won.
He was there with Allen. He was there with Allen. I think when Allen Houston was on Detroit and Grant Hill and them was on.
Yeah, but then he got traded. Remember he won. I think he won a chip with the Lakers in the early 2000s.
Oh, and then he came back.
Yeah, he came back. He came back. So if you look at that Detroit team, that's why I agree with a lot with what Scott Perry said, and I'm not being biased. Is that you can see the comparisons of that team to this team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the same depth, the same everything. We just need that one guy. We've been saying it for a while. We just need that one guy to catapult us to the championship, and ain't nobody fucking with us. Like, I'll take one chip. You know what I mean? They went to back, and then
I want
they
more
won
than one.
Me too. But I don't want to get too greedy. I don't want to. We do.
We definitely deserve it. Especially the way our baseball teams and football teams been playing these last 10 years. We need some. We need a couple of chips from New York basketball.
Hell yeah, yo.
I agree when he said, I agree with one player away, and it's good to hear that because we've been saying that for a while, right? We've been saying we're one player away, right? You see, like you said, the depth, I want to read this thing, but the depth, the 3-point shooting, the spacing has gotten better. Mitch is improved. Brunson looked like he's back on track. This guy's
RJ's having an amazing year. He's looking like he's taking that leap. You know what I mean? He's averaging 20 right now. You know,
check this out, and I'm going to tie everything in a minute. But this is Tyus Jones after the Washington game, which was game was closer than it should have been. But he said,
I love what he said.
Did you read what he said?
You sent it to us in the thread.
They want to slow you down. Play physical basketball, especially on the defensive end of the floor. They want to play physical, hard-nosed, pack the paint, kind of weigh you down throughout the night, throughout the game. That's what they did, and that's what they do. Now, let me ask you this. What does that remind you of?
Knicks, like you said.
90s Knicks. We're back to playing New York Knicks signature basketball.
Yes, yes, that bully ball.
But it's 2.0 because it's we're not Big Daddy Kane trying to rap in fucking 2024. You feel what I'm saying?
Word.
You know what I mean?
Big Daddy Kane.
We've up. No disrespect, I love Kane.
No, of course.
But I'm saying it's that style. What's the word I'm looking for? With the future shit.
It evolved.
David. That's the word I'm looking for. Evolve. But check this out, right? So I love that, but it's in terms of what he said as far as the player, I don't think it. I think it has to be a star, bro. Because I know definitely a guy that can create off the dribble, create his own shot. We've said that all year, right?
Yeah.
Has to be able to create his own shot, right?
Yeah, he said another thing too. I'm sorry to cut you off, Kat. Yeah. He said another thing too that we've been talking about a lot too is who are they willing to give up to get that person? Because we have such a deep roster right now. Who's going to be the key pieces to move on the chessboard to get that superstar? That's the thing that's
what we talked. That's what we
intrigue.
talked about. I think we did it. We went to like a whole half an episode on that.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing that intrigues me. I know it intrigues all of us, but like me per se.
I think it's Mitch. But let me throw a name out to you. Let me throw a name out to you. And I don't know his contract status, but I was watching him play the other day, and the rumblings are that he's not too happy in the secondary market he's in. One of the worst drafting teams.
I know where you're going with this.
You owned formerly by a majority owner by the GOAT, right? And I'm talking about LaMelo Ball. What do you think about LaMelo coming to New York?
Oh man,
I like that. I want Mitch. No, I'm sorry. I want Spider. I want Donovan Mitchell. But I'm not mad at LaMelo either. LaMelo gets busy.
Year. He balling this year.
He can draw to the hole. He can create his own shot. He passes the ball
well. He shoots
the vision. I think he's a little immature still, but he's a baller. What do you think about LaMelo?
Listen, I would love to have LaMelo. But my thing is, who and is he gonna play out of position? Because you know he's a true point guard.
You know, Quick is going, bro. Quick has gotta go.
Yeah, Quick gotta go.
We gotta be realistic when we talk about. I know we love certain dudes. Quick, I would say.
We can't lose. In my opinion, we can't lose Quick and Grimes. At the same time, we can't lose them together because in my opinion they're kind of interchangeable. Even though DiVincenzo would play in for Grimes, but like when Grimes goes, like if Spidey comes in or LaMelo Ball come in, they're taking Grimes' position. Grimes going to the bench. But if we lose Grimes and quickly, now we just lost two guys that could potentially score 10 to 15 points a game coming off the bench. Now that's potentially 20 to 30 points off the bench.
It's probably gonna be two starters. And a bunch of maybe even three. If it was LaMelo, LaMelo would probably have to. I don't know his contract, but he'd either have to sign here as a free agent, but then they'd probably try to move him first,
like a sign and trade.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean, or like a deadline move or some shit like that, or before season move. But like Mitchell, Donovan, whoever it is, you're gonna have to give up probably. It's gonna be either RJ, Julius, and a Quick. And maybe even, or Grimes, however you want to package those in there, you know what I'm saying? But because Quick is easy because Quick, the writing's on the wall. Quick wants to go somewhere and start. So Quick is going to walk. We already kind of understand that. And I'm not mad at that. Nigga want to do his thing, even though I love Quick.
He deserves it.
You got to you got to give him some talent back.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And then you're gonna get all the draft capital. That's another thing. So
I think
it's gonna be Spider at the end of the day. I really believe Spider will be here, but
but let me ask y'all this though.
I would love LaMelo.
So now let's not say we give up, like even if it's a like let's say we do a trade and we give up Quick, and Randall and we get Spider and we give up a bunch of draft picks and shit. Like who's gonna be like our power forward now? Like who's
our power forward now?
No, but I'm just saying. But now we're gonna have a way bigger hole without Randall, because at least he involves some type of height. He does give us a decent amount of rebounds, but now we're gonna have a super small front court, because now we're gonna have Mitch, and then who else? We got Spidey, Brunson.
Great point.
They both like 6'2".
But it depends on the offseason. Maybe we go out there and pick up a guy. We
got to see who.
We have room for 2 max contracts supposedly by the end of the year. So
one thing I've been saying,
we have it now. We have it now.
Right.
Max.
So maybe we go out and sign, maybe not a superstar, but maybe like
a good role player, a great role player, like
or a good number 3 type of power. You know what I mean?
Like an Oladipo. Like we got like an Oladipo. I'll take an Oladipo. And we get Spidey.
Like a stretch 4 though. We need Oladipo as a guard, like a stretch 4. Like I don't know who's contract. I don't want to speculate because I'd have to look up who are free agents and shit, and we don't know at the trade deadline.
Who's going to be?
I know Kawhi. I know Kawhi's a free agent after this year. LeBron. I think DeRozan. There's a couple of guys.
But who are fours? I got
fours.
Yeah.
I don't know the fours this year.
You know what I mean? But
one guy don't want
like a nice stretch. We need like a nice stretch 4. What?
Yeah, one guy don't want to let go. Man, Whoa. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, yo,
Like,
I'm ready. I was ready.
Yeah,
I was
Boss
man's
police circling the block.
word.
Let's get out
It
of
was
here.
like a bunch of vultures stuck in a dead carcass. Yo, one guy I'm really big on that I don't want him to trade away right now because he's playing great is RJ. That was the first guy I used to say, yo, trade RJ. But RJ's shooting 45% from the field this year. You know what I mean? Averaging 20. I don't want him to give up RJ now.
I love RJ, man. But here's the thing with RJ, man. Yes, he's great. But as I watch RJ and he's been playing really good and the shots made good, there's something missing, bro. Like look at RJ and look at LaMelo. I don't mean to keep going to LaMelo, but like LaMelo's that fast switch, get to the hole. Like RJ's kind of like that. I don't know, man. Like something's missing, man.
RJ, the thing about RJ, I know what you're trying to get. The thing about RJ, he gets discouraged when his shot's not falling down. His whole game falls apart.
And I don't think I don't think his talent is next level. I think he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, with RJ, like in my opinion, I don't think like LaMelo, in my opinion, is way better than RJ. And one of the reasons why is because. What do the Knicks do? We speed up the game. I feel like RJ kind of slows it down. RJ and Randall kind of slow down the game. Who do you see running up and down the court all the damn time? Is Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson trying to get these damn rebounds?
Quickly.
You know, quickly. These dudes hustling back and forth, bro, on both ends. You know, and RJ, you don't really see him trying to like either create anything himself really quickly or even just trying to get there to just pass it out, dish it out. You know, like and that's why I started seeing Randall take a page out of like LeBron's book, and I've been seeing him do it a lot lately, especially because he does it in the first half, and when he does it in the second half of the games, we end up winning, and that's when he gets flustered up, has nowhere to go because he only has two moves, and he dishes the ball out to somebody open, makes a good fucking pass like LeBron James, and somebody makes a three. But no, you know, when he starts fucking up and doesn't do that because he needs to drain a shot, and I think that's what happened, like you said, Cash. That I think in the second half of that Timberwolves game, we saw that his game was a little bit off at certain points, especially when Cat was on that floor because he wasn't doing the same thing he was doing earlier. Like it felt like he was almost playing to try to keep his job and not lose it at certain points.
Yeah, he outplayed Cat a little bit in the game too. He scored more and had more rebounds.
Who's this?
Julius.
Okay.
Yeah, but
it didn't look like it though. It didn't feel like it.
In the stat column, let me rephrase myself. In the stat column, he kind of like outshined them. But he had 21 and 14, and I think Cat had 20.
What did he shoot from the field? I'm just curious.
I think he was 6 for 16. 6 for 16, and Cat was like 6 for 10. You know what I mean?
It's those boards, it's those rebounds. You know, you like boards, trading man. Julius away, you're gonna give up a lot on the board.
Yeah, like you said, man.
But and that's my only worry. I think like
what do you do? You're not gonna get somebody for nothing. That's the problem. Everybody wants to keep everybody. We can't keep everybody.
You're right.
I don't want to keep him, but I don't want to keep everybody, but I also don't want to lose everybody.
What's the best fit for the Knicks? You know, we stats are one thing, but what's the best fit? Who fits the best? You know what I mean? That's. You know, like I don't know that you know you don't want to give Tibbs is a defensive and rebounding kind of guy. Julius is not the best defender. No, we know that he is the rebounds. Yes, Julius, you know, and he's playing a little bit better defense this year, but you know, historically he's not the best. You know, he doesn't give the most effort. A lot of people used to complain about Julius not giving a lot of effort on defense. So, we'll have to see, man. You know, they play Miami. I would like to see how they do against Miami. You know, we hate
that's
fucking
what I
Miami.
See.
You know what I mean? I think they'll beat Miami. I don't think Miami's that good this year.
No, yeah.
I mean, they top right now. They're the fourth best team in the East right now. They're 9-5. So, but we're not that far behind. We're 8-6. So
I'm not like wow Miami. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching Boston. I'm watching
Milwaukee,
Philly.
Well, didn't Boston lose to the Hornets the other day?
Yeah. That was a crazy game.
That was crazy. They were down by like 20. The Hornets.
Yeah. Hornets is garbage though.
They're trash.
What about a Zion? What about a Zion? Zion want to bounce too. Yeah, I think we talked about this. Would you do Zion for Julius right now?
Fuck yeah, in a heartbeat. But
Yeah,
will the Pelicans do that? But will the Pelicans do that?
I think at this point they have
Zion's
no
out.
choice.
Zion's gone.
He's gone.
Zion's bouncing. As soon as he gets soon as that window open, he's jumping right at it. Me and him going to jump out the window together. You know, I jump out the window.
Zion and in my opinion, Zion, Donovan Mitchell are both out. Those are the two players that come to the Knicks right now, and I know we only need one of them because we have Zion right now.
LaMelo's out too, yeah.
And LaMelo, like, just if we could get two of those three, one of those three, like if we get Zion right now, that's gonna increase our chances. Like we could definitely go to the Eastern Conference Finals and probably even take and probably even win the championship. The thing is Zion Williamson gonna stay healthy, bro? Because that's the whole reason I didn't want to get Karl Anthony Towns. I don't want Karl Anthony Towns. Played fucking half the season last year, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Zion is averaging 20. Zion's averaging 22 on 54% field goal. You know, Zion shit's always gonna be a little higher because he plays right around that rim. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dunks and shit. 3-point, but he's shooting. This doesn't seem right. 50% from 3-point range? Is that
Zion? Hold
no
on.
way.
Let me check out. Let me check. Zion.
That can't be. It says 6 rebounds. Where is this at? What's that line? Is this? It says 50% from the field, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal.
He is shooting 50% from the field, from the 3.
54
from the field.
Wait. But how many threes did he take? What
if he took? He probably took 1 or 2.
He took 2 threes and shit. But
took 2 threes and made 1. Yeah, he's like Hartenstein. Hartenstein is shooting 52, right? Then he take like 2 threes so far this year, made 1. Or is he shooting 100? My bad. Is he shooting 100%?
And pull up Julius' stat line real quick. I got like 1,000 windows open. Can you pull up
Julius
stat
like
line?
Season stats?
Yeah,
I got you right now. Hold up, Julius.
We got 22. Let's throw that fucking 3-point shit away. That is a lot. 22 points, 54% from the field. Remember, he shoots around the basket.
Who's that? Who's the Zion?
Zion.
Right?
6 boards, 1 steal, and less than a block.
Okay, Julius he's averaging 19.5. Points per game, 10 rebounds a game, 5.3 assists per game. From the field, he is shooting
probably bad.
He's shooting 37.8 from the field, 26.6 from 3-point.
Yeah, so his shooting's down.
Yes.
So
by a large margin.
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna sound crazy to say, like I don't know, but I'm not sure about that. I'll be honest with you. I'm not totally sure if I would trade Zion for Q's point. He does get hurt a lot.
Yeah.
2, he doesn't really, shooters are premium. He does create size though. He does supply size and girth, pause around the basket. You know what I'm saying? And that's a pause, right? And but so does Randall. And we know Randall can handle no rhyme intended, but Randall can handle the shit out here. I don't know, man. That's a good question, man. Leave y'all fucking answers in the comments.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying?
So, in a perfect world, Zion could pull off a Charles Barkley. Leaves, comes to the Knicks and resurrects his whole career, just like Charles did with Philly. When he left Philly, came to Phoenix, resurrected his whole damn career.
And y'all gonna be in the comments like, yo, this nigga Cash crazy. He's not a real Knicks fan. No, I'm a real Knicks fan. I'm just being realistic. And best ability is availability, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
Of course. And another thing, let's be honest. We all love the Knicks. Everybody who's a real Knicks fan, we all love the Knicks. We all feel like we know what's good and bad for the Knicks. At the end of the day, the organization is gonna go their way and do what the fuck they want to do.
The question is who's the guy? We don't know. Oh, time will tell, right? You know what I'm saying? Time will tell. I'll tell you what time won't tell, though. Check this out. Time won't tell if the Jets are going to make the motherfucking playoffs because they ain't looking good. Well, time actually will tell because next week, first Black Friday game ever, the Jets are going to be laid to rest for the 2023 season. They play Miami. Where do they play? They play in Miami? They play
in Miami.
They play in Miami.
Listen,
man. I gotta put the disclaimer.
I'm sorry. That's my bad. They play
Jet Life Stadium. Okay. So look, check this out. We're all Giants and we're all Jets fans here. Predominantly Giants. Ed's more of a Jet guy, number one. Q's the Giants guy, right? But we all root for New York, right? You know what I'm saying? But we got to be honest here, right? We got to be honest. Jets offense is fucking terrible. Okay, that's terrible. Ed, I'm gonna go to you first, man. You saw the must-win Bills game last week, because in our estimation and pretty much everyone's estimation in the league, the road to the playoffs at that point of the season, at that juncture of the season, the best route available was to win the division, correct?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they lost a key divisional game against the Bills, who they normally play well against. And Zach normally plays, I don't even want to say well, but we'll say well in the context of Zach playing. You know what I'm saying? But they get the doors blown off them, right? Zach gets benched. Nate Hackett looks terrible with the play calling. Robert Tyler looks clueless. And when they're down by, what was it, 20, what was it, like
20,000?
Yeah. Then they decide to bench Zach for Tim Boyle. Now, real quick before I hand it off to you, like I said, Nate Hackett will probably survive because he's Aaron Rodgers' boy. We supposedly Aaron Rodgers is coming back no matter if the Jets make the playoffs or not. He said they're not mutually exclusive. I know you've seen that, right?
Yes.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But Robert Saleh, job could be in jeopardy. And this Friday coming up against Miami, against that juggernaut offense, who I'm not 100% sold on, but I know they beat the shit out of the bad teams. This is going to be the final nail in the Jets' coffin if they lose. Ed, what's your take? You think they have any shot at winning the division? And what happens Friday against the Dolphins?
The Jets have no shot to winning the division. No shot to winning the division because they took too long.
I'll tell you who got a shot. I got a shot. Let's go.
Let's do that. They took too long to sit down Zach Wilson, man. They took too long to sit that man down. I mean, listen. They lost a great opportunity, a great divisional game against the Bills. They opened up the season, they beat the Bills, but they started shitting the bed after they beat after they beat the Giants. They shit the bed for 3 straight weeks. They lost against the Chargers, lost against the Raiders, lost against the Bills. It should have been 3 good wins for them, or at least 2 out of 3. And they shit the bed, all 3 weeks. I'm not a big fan of Boyle, even though I've been saying they should have sat Zach for Boyle for a minute. But come on now, Zach Wilson is not that guy. Everybody want to be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers might come back. Even me. But let's be honest. For what? What are they playing for right now?
And they got smacked by Buffalo. And Buffalo was struggling.
They were 5-5.
Yeah,
they were 5-5.
5-5. Looking bad. Yeah. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs beefing. Yeah, Ken Dorsey fired the whole bit, man. Then the Jets fucking 41 drives coming into that game without a touchdown.
Come on now. Since week 8. Come on now.
And I'm watching the game and I'm watching it real closely. I'm saying, yo, this is probably it for Zach. I'm looking at one of these sequences. Second quarter, Zach is flushed out of the pocket, right? Yo. He almost throws a pick, but the DB drops it, right? It was in his hands. I forget the name of the DB. And I'm like, damn, that was a fucking terrible throw. 2 downs later, it's 1st and 15th. Zach throws a pass to Garrett Wilson. I think it was a curl or comeback route. I forget what kind of curl or comeback route. I'm not sure. But the DB, Rasul Douglas, jumps the fucking route. And I'm like, this guy, if he can't throw it to his first read, he's done. He's lost.
Man.
He's fucking, it's crazy, man. He telegraphs passes, and it's just crazy. Q, talk to me about the Jets, man. I know me and you talked last week. We were kind of arguing about the Jets in Miami, but I'm tending to lean to your side, man. Talk about the Jets. What do you think?
Look, man, they're fucking trash, man. Like trash. New York has 2 of the worst fucking NFL teams in the league. Let's keep it a buck, and the wins don't even comprehend that. Like, you know what I mean? Yes. So what, they have 4 wins? Like, we all know. Like, I think at this point we need to start looking at the bigger picture and who to put the blame on. Like, do you blame Rob Saleh because he's defensive coordinator minded? Because, and then he probably could have made the ultimate decision and say, yeah, let's sit Zach Wilson. He's struggling for 2 games. Or do you take it a step further and lead toward the owners and the people in the front office? Because think about it. How long did it take for the Jets to even make a decision about getting a true backup when Aaron Rodgers got back? Like, is it a money issue? Like, come on, like, and it's not even like great options. But this wasn't going to be no comeback story like a Nick Foles and the Eagles. This wasn't going to be none of that. Like Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. Yeah, Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. We all knew as soon as Aaron Rodgers went down, this shit was going to be a fucking ride, yo. And the Jets were only going to have to depend on that defense. And now we got Hackett who ran the whole offense through do Aaron Rodgers. Now, what are you gonna do? Depend on a guy that you already saw and showed and proved that he's still not ready, and we're just gonna give him half of the season with the team that is right there instead of making making a real man with some balls decision to say, yo, let's get another motherfucker in here real quick because we're gonna try to win right now.
Yo, I agree with you 100%. I'm sorry, Cash. I know you probably gonna take your
No. You go.
But I agree 100%. And shout out to the Jets defense, because the Jets defense, they are really balling. They're getting scored on, but like they got two players on the Jets right now. They got the highest coverage grades in CJ Mosley and Quincy Williams, and they wasting these boys' seasons. Like, who else is doing good on the Jets? Quinnen is getting sacks. This kid, what's his name? Jermaine Johnson, finally getting hit in his groove. Like,
Bryce Huff is having a good year.
Sauce, Sauce is doing his thing. Bryce Huff.
Sauce had a bad
he's
frustration the other day. Jordan Whitehead is playing well.
And they wasting this epic defense that they have. And then I'm like, they should have done something a long time ago. Zach Wilson in his last 5 games, he's thrown for 2 touchdowns, two intos. 57 QBR rating. What are they doing? And then I'm so frustrated. I can't even get my thoughts together. I can't even articulate how I really fucking feel, because it's just been so hard to watch.
And what's crazy, if you think about it, like, we see Zach Wilson struggling so much, right? And this is just a quick point. And anybody who watches football, you can see when a quarterback is just like, all right, this dude is fucking up, man. Like, that's it. You can even hear even Boomer said it. Boomer said this guy is just he's not it. Now, just imagine. Like, and this is what should piss Jets fans even off more, because they get Tim Boyle, who we all know Tim Boyle ain't gonna do shit neither. But he looks like he's running the offense better than Zach. You know how many games they probably could have won if they probably put him in
early. You're right, man. It's horrible team management. It's horrible decision making. It's not good. And then like, they're not just really thinking like, I'm really not convinced. If I'm a Jet fan, I'm not convinced that Aaron Rodgers is coming back to this team next year and he's winning a Super Bowl. I'm not convinced, bro.
He's coming back this year.
He wants to come back this year. He said December.
He's coming back. He said by Christmas. He's dead serious too.
Bro.
He said playoffs or no playoffs, I am coming back this year.
That's crazy. That's how much dedication he got. But I
think it's a bad idea. Now you've seen him running on a treadmill. They have those treadmill where they kind of lift you up a little bit. They take kind of the weight
incline.
off. You know what I mean? Not the incline. They kind of raise you up a little bit, so it takes the weight off the fucking Achilles and shit.
Elevate you and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he comes back and he pops that Achilles even worse. It's crazy. But I think his
career's over.
Yeah, I think he's doing it he knows something we don't know. You know what I mean? But I think he's doing it to kind of change the scope on how the Achilles surgery is looked at. You know what I'm saying? It's looked at as a debilitating, year and a half, 18-month injury that you come back from. He's looking to change the narrative on that. So technology has changed and everything, and medicine has definitely changed. What?
You feel like he's doing it more for him than the team type of aspect, like more like he has something.
Richard Sherman said that he might be coming back to get some of his guys some numbers. They might have to make they might have some clauses in their contract.
Some incentives, right?
Yeah, senators might have a couple of cash. He said, "Yo, we got nobody throwing the ball to my boy Gary. We got nobody throwing the ball to Lazard. It's a common to making no sense. But Breeze, whoever, you know what I'm saying? He might be doing it that way. He might just be coming back to, listen, I want to give these guys a little bit of hope going into next season. You know what I mean? He just might want a ball, you know what I'm saying? But either way, fuck that. Joe Douglas, you have to address the fucking line. And we're no geniuses for saying this, but it's the truth. You gotta address. Is that your phone, Q?
Nah.
Yo, you gotta address the fucking line. Makai Becton, Dwayne Brown, all these guys are not getting it done. You know,
Zach Wilson not getting it done.
They had like 17. They had like 17 offensive line changes
already.
You can always say that, but like at some point, like you can't always just blame it on the line. Like I said before, like there's always.
Tell me, just texted me that. LaMelo Ball. So he must be watching now.
Yeah. But you know, like I truly think, yo, because you even got to put Woody up there too, because you know, and I was listening to ESPN radio and I heard somebody say this, and I forgot who it was, but they were like, they heard somebody say that, you know, they didn't want to put no more money into, like, they were here in the front office. They didn't want to put no more money into, you know, that quarterback position because, you know, they already had Zach. They already paid the money out for Aaron Rodgers, and now they got Trevor Siemian, and, you know, they just didn't want to. Yo, that's being cheap and stingy because now your team is going to lose, and now you're going to have to deal with the headache of the fans. They increased the ticket sale prices, right? So now the ticket prices are more money for what? To go see a team do nothing because they're not even scoring touchdowns. So you're just gonna have to hope that the defense scores a pick six or some shit, or you know, or blocks a fucking field goal or a punt, you know, because or get a safety. Because at this point, you know damn well, and what's crazy is that Zach Wilson he's averaging in all those games. He's averaging 250 yards a game.
Yes, that's the crazy part about it. Like
he just can't fucking score a touchdown, and that just goes to show you he just doesn't make good decisions like that.
He can't see the field. Can't score in the red zone. That's 100%.
The goal zone, like Hackett likes to call it.
The goal zone. But check this out. Another thing, and I'm gonna hand it off to you, Ed, before we go into the Giants. Yes. Another thing is the Jets. Fatal flaws this season. Aaron Rodgers goes down 4 snaps into the season. They should have went out and got a backup. They know. Look what happened with Mike White and Zach last year, right? They know Zach ain't the guy. He should have been the third string quarterback. They should have brought somebody like Dobbs in here. Come on, look at Dobbs. Look at Dobbs going. And another thing, they had an offensive lineman, Ezra Cleveland, right?
Yes.
He got traded to the Jaguars to help out Sunshine, right? You know what I'm saying?
Sunshine.
You know,
remember the Titans.
I was supposed to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But he gets traded from Minnesota. Why don't the Jets get him, bro?
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
Come on, you got to fortify that line. Pull the trigger. Let's make moves.
A big loss for them was Vera Tucker too, because Vera Tucker was
but the line is decimated. I get all that, but still, man, the line wasn't that great to begin with. Let's be real.
I got the perfect segue.
Let's take a shot, man.
Word. I got the perfect segue. Let's take a shot, and I got the perfect segue. I got the perfect segue for heading out with the Jets going into the Giants. Yo. Zach Wilson with 306 attempts, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
My man Tommy DeVito, the good fella. Yeah. The Jersey Juice. What is it, Cash? What is it? What are we doing?
Come on, Minya.
73 attempts, already has 5 touchdowns.
What you doing over there, huh?
What you doing?
Let's take a shot for my guy, Tommy DeVito,
the main man with the Jersey Juice. Poor.
Yeah, my Gumara. Come on.
With a gabago.
Yeah.
Salud.
Tommy DeVito, right? Good segue, Ed. Good segue.
Yes.
Check this out, though.
I still live at home with my mom, and she makes my bed.
He still ain't the one, man. Listen. Let me tell you something. Listen, I don't know, man. Like, I know as a football players, you have pride. You want to go out there. Some people say that Dable stabilizing the season. He needed a couple of wins to show that they're moving in the right direction. I get all that, but the fan in me, you know what I mean? Not the front office guy, not the coach, not the special teams guy, not the offensive coordinator, saying lose games. Now I know you can't just go out there and throw the fucking game, but there's ways to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want a high draft pick. I don't think we're gonna get the first fucking pick, or obviously because you know you got Chicago.
Panthers is so bad.
Yeah, Panthers in Chicago and all that. I get all that, but here's the deal, man. Stop winning games, man. Stop winning fucking games. Ed, what do you think? They should have won the game, or should they win a couple?
No.
You think them going fucking winning? What are they? 3 wins? If they win like 4 or 5 more, 3 or 4 more games tops. I want to run through the schedule. What does that do? That does nothing.
Nothing.
What's your take on that, man?
I don't know.
Take on that?
I
don't even want to analyze the game. There's no need to even analyze the game. They put up 30 on the Commanders. Yeah. Too little, too late.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, I like that they're letting Tommy develop, but they should have never won this fucking game.
Develop for what?
Yeah, exactly. I know, because they a lot of people talking about, you know, that this guy might get traded, whatever. So we need someone because we got No
Oh,
chance.
you mean for trade bait?
For trade bait.
All right, I can see that.
Ain't nobody want Tommy DeVito.
Yeah,
Get it maybe a 7th round pick for him. You know what I mean?
I'll take that.
Yeah,
but they should have never won this game. I mean, I get it. The whole division of pride shit. Playing a division team, whatever. But I feel like they should have won this game and go for the fucking pick. Like y'all been saying it for a while. Season's over, party done. Let's go for the goddamn pick. Let's see if we get Caleb Williams to give him 1% of the Giants. You know what I mean? But I just thought it was bad. That was demoralizing. I mean, a win. I would love for them to keep on winning in the realistic world and try to make a playoff push. But come on, let's be honest. They ain't no goddamn way. Just keep on losing and go for the fucking pick. The only two teams I want them to beat the rest of the way is the Patriots and Eagles. Everybody else they can fucking lose to.
Q, what do you think?
Yo, it had me think of how good of a coach that Dable really is, because we all know he kind of developed Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what he turned, at least last year, into. There's a season. This is an injury-prone season for Daniel Jones, so we don't even know what he really would have done if he would have caught his groove. But we saw him turn into a playoff quarterback, and in 2 weeks we see Tommy DeVito throwing touchdowns. I'm not saying he's a savior. I don't want him on the team. Obviously, we had no other choice.
It's a good story. He's a Jersey kid. I get it.
But like at this point,
but let's be realistic.
It doesn't make any sense. We all know. Everybody knows the Giants is one of the in my opinion. Even though their record is whatever, and there's teams that have even like the Cardinals. The Cardinals is a better team than the Giants this year. Let's keep it a buck. Even though they have a better, even though our schedule, even though our record is better than theirs, Cardinals is still a better team.
Way better team.
Like we almost lost to them. Kyler Murray's in that game. We're losing to the Cardinals without a doubt. And that just goes to show you. But right now we're just playing. This is late time. This is that, put in your players off your bench and, you get whatever points you can. And then, we end up winning. But, what do you expect them to do? You can't expect the coach, especially in a high octane, and these are athletes. These are guys that are super competitive. You can't expect them to lay it down. But I do expect them, to lose. And we do know that they're going to end up losing the majority of the rest of their games. We still haven't even played the Eagles yet. That's 2 L's.
Oh damn! I wish it was 2 dubs, man. I hate the Eagles so much, man.
That's 2 L's.
I know Tommy's not the guy that going forward with the Giants. I agree with that 100%. But I do gotta give him his flowers because he does have more touchdowns than any quarterback that wore a New York jersey, football jersey this year. More than Daniel, more than Tyrod, more than Zach, more than Tim Boyle, bro.
Yeah, but it's fool's gold. The Commanders have one of the worst secondaries in football, man. Right. Are we serious, man?
And I truly think no matter how good the Commanders are, and I think I said this episodes ago in the beginning of the season, we always have the Commanders number. Yeah. And we always end up and when the Giants are playing good, we always split. We always split with the Cowboys. But the Eagles got our number. It's just like a revolving door. We always losing to the Eagles. We always beat the Commanders, and we always end up winning at least one. Probably most likely one against the boys, and that's what this was. It was just
where's Jalen Hyatt? Can anyone tell me where Jalen Hyatt is?
I don't even know. But that man's on a milk carton missing.
One reception for 7 yards. I mean, Darius Slayton 4 receptions for 82 yards. Saquon Barkley obviously had a great fucking game. I mean, dude, there's just so much to fucking do with the Giants, man. Saquon Barkley, he had 14 carries for 82 yards. Saquon Barkley had a good game, a couple of touchdowns. I'm gonna miss Saquon when he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He's the only thing fucking shaking for the fucking.
He's the only person I think that we actually need to keep. And this is and what's funny is that it kind of this comment I'm about to say kind of correlates to the Knicks. We need a number 1 wide receiver. If we have an average or above average quarterback with the number 1 wide receiver, if we're all clicking on all gears with Saquon Barkley in the backfield, you know what I mean? Like Saquon in the backfield, we have a good fucking team. But like we have nobody to throw it to. Paris Campbell's gone. Jalen Hyatt, I don't know where the hell he's went. All these niggas is chilling in Queens Plaza under the 7 train, drinking St. Odds and shit. Cause I don't know why
Isaiah Hodgins, Wandale Robinson.
They ain't doing nothing, man. They ain't doing nothing.
It's crazy. Shep don't do nothing anymore. It's crazy. Yo, what do you think about Shep? Is a fucking stiff. But listen, Tommy DeVito, 18 for 26, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, got sacked 9 times, and that goes to show you how bad the fucking the Giants' offensive line is, because the Commanders before this had 1 sack in the last 3 or 4 games, some shit, some crazy shit like that. But those stats, fool's gold or potential in your opinion?
For who? For
DeVito.
I feel like it's fool's gold, because they letting him throw the ball. You know what I mean? The kid got a good arm. He out here repping for Jersey and stuff like that, but he's not that guy for the Giants, man. To franchise, one of the original franchises of the NFL for the Giants moving forward. He's not that guy. It's like you said. It's a good story. It's a good 30 for 30. It's a good lifetime movie in the future. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But moving forward,
kid. Like that shit with Mark Wahlberg with the Philly guy. Remember
Invincible.
Invincible.
Vincent Pompey.
That type of shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
This is gonna be a good episode on that NFL Network with that dude with the deep ass fucking voice talking about that one game.
I think he passed away. He passed away. But they got.
Don't worry, we'll get Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
And he throws it, and he make time. That's what it is. Man.
What if I tell
you guys watch? You guys watch the Hard Knock yesterday?
Who is it now? It's Miami Dolphins now.
Yeah, in-season Hard Knock.
Yeah. I was like, they played the Jets because they never did an in-season Hard Knock before,
Mike
right?
McDaniels is the ultimate fucking.
Yo, he's a down coach. He's a down ass white boy coach. Yo,
you heard him last night. He's like the combination of like a hippie stoner / Mark Anthony drug dealing nigga from the 80s coming off the Scarface, but you know what I'm saying? He's that type of dude.
Yeah, but he started as a ball boy for the Denver Broncos, and look at him now.
But to be honest, man, like I think he inherited a good scenario. I don't really think I can't put it on his coaching skills, to be honest, at this point right now, because I think he's a cool down. I think he's a cool down coach.
Relatable.
And that's always good. But I don't know. Like I feel like there's something missing for him, because I feel like if this would have been a losing Miami Dolphin team, I don't think he would have been gone. He wouldn't have been able to control that locker room. They would have been treating him like he's one of the players. They would have been treating him like, yo, go give me my fucking towel. And it's cool to be like that, but I don't think it's cool to be like that all the time. You win, let's move on. Let's take it down. Like I can't, and that's what I feel like it is, in my opinion, man. I feel like he just inherited a really good decision. I do know he knows what he's doing, but only time's gonna really tell. And like I was telling, me and Cash were talking about it, like they do have a dynamic offense, but like they're still a suspect team. You can't be one of the best scoring offenses and still be called suspect and think you're gonna go into the fucking Super Bowl like that.
True that.
Because we just saw the Super Bowl rematch, Monday night. That was a crazy game.
Crazy. That was like a bad offensive game, but it was still so good.
And if you put the Dolphins in any of those situations against both of those guys, Dolphins is gonna lose that 100% of the time, in my opinion.
I agree.
They're like 12th in the league, even. But here's the deal, man. Like I'm trying. Let me pull up their record, man. What is the? I want to see exactly who they beat this year. The Fish.
The Fish. I got you right now. I got him. I got you right now.
Got him up. Let's analyze their record real quick. I know we got to get off. We got about 2-3 minutes before we got to commence the fucking Thanksgiving Day cooking and all that shit. But,
Miami right now, they are what's their record? They're 7-3.
Yeah, read off their wins though. Read off their wins.
All right, so they beat the Chargers. They beat the Patriots. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Giants.
They are the Dolphins.
They're the Dolphins.
I mean, I'm sorry. They
Chargers. Okay, decent win. Not crazy. Go.
They beat the Patriots. They beat the Broncos.
Bad win. They beat the Broncos. They put up 70 on the Broncos before the Broncos are hot right now. Before the Broncos got hot.
That's when they threw up 70 against the Broncos.
They do.
And then they shitted the bed against the Bills, and the Bills scored 48 on them. They beat the Giants. They beat the Panthers. The Eagles beat them, but they beat the Patriots, and they lost to the Chiefs. They beat the Raiders, and now they play the Jets. And then the rest of
how many quality wins on there, in your opinion? How many quality wins?
Chargers,
semi. I'll give you Chargers. I'll give you the Chargers. Who else?
And that's
Bills, maybe the Bills.
No, the Bills beat them.
Oh, the Bills beat them. So
they play them.
They lost to the Eagles. They lost to
the Chiefs.
Mahomes and them. Yeah. Who else?
And let's keep it a buck.
You're right.
Their division. Their division is trash. Their division is like when Tom Brady was on the Patriots, and the Jets always suck, the Bills always suck, and the Dolphins always suck.
Man, what a turnaround! I had the AFC high coming into this year.
Yo, me too. And you look at the rest of their schedule.
I thought they could have sent 3 teams to the playoffs this year.
They got an easy schedule the rest of the way. The only teams they got to worry about the rest of the year is the boys, the Ravens, and the Bills, and those are the last 3 games of their season.
What's the rest of their schedule?
They play the Jets next, then the Commanders, then Titans, and then the Jets again. So that's 4 easy wins for them, in my opinion. And then the last 3 games is Cowboys, Ravens, and Bills. Oh my God, they got a fairly easy schedule.
But the way the Jets is, I don't see them winning. I can't see them winning all 4. I would throw it up into the universe and say they probably lose that Titans game.
Oh, really? Ooh, we want that young quarterback.
Fucking Derrick Henry fuck around and runs like 180 yards or some crazy shit.
Damn, son. Right now they're fourth. They're fourth in AFC.
Yo, new cash.
I think they're fourth right now in the AFC right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yo, son. Hold up.
Now we hear you. You good.
Yeah.
But
we got a show coming up on Sunday because we're running out of shit to talk about.
Word up.
Fucking
yeah,
we're gonna talk.
You called that out the other day. You say we shouldn't even talk about New York football no more after this week.
There's nothing really talk after Friday. There might be nothing to talk about. To me, that was the Bills Jets final, not the final nail in the coffin, but the nail before the final nail. And then if they lose this week, it's the final nail. But we're gonna start talking about something. We're gonna talk about like one of the topics, and I'm very interested. We've been wanting to talk about this a while. Why there's been no wide receiver to ever win the NFL MVP. And also I would like to tie into that Tyreek Hill's potential MVP season. You know what I'm saying? So we could talk about that too. So make sure you tune in on Sunday because we're gonna have a really good show for you guys. We're still gonna give you Knicks content. We're gonna give you a little bit of Jets content. It's gonna be scarce. We'll give you updates and maybe play evaluations and things of that nature. But you know, there's not
we might even give them a little quick 30-minute post game on Friday after the game. You know,
word up.
We're gonna talk heavy Knicks and we'll start talking a little bit of Mets. You know, they're trying to get some shit done. But yo, man, we appreciate you fucking tapping into us. You know what I'm saying? We are
pause
the official. Is that a pause? That's a
tapping into us. That's a curve pause. My man said.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all tapping into us.
Yo, Cash likes this to happen to him.
Nah, pause. That's a super pause. That's a pause. I like tap into things. The hammer, baby.
Yo, tomorrow. Let's talk about tomorrow though, real quick. Thanksgiving. There's a lot of good football games tomorrow, man. We got the Lions. They're a great story this year. They play the Packers. That should be an easy dub for them. Commanders and the boys. The boys should win that. But
I don't know. Oh, let's slow down. It's a divisional game. I lived in Virginia, and Northern Virginia is a Commanders.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. It's a Redskins town. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Shout out to all my boys, Leon, Frank, all my boys down in Virginia are Skins guys, are Commanders guys.
They can fuck around and upset the boys.
That's a real. That's probably the biggest rivalry in the NFC East. So that's. Cowboys, should they win, they should blow the doors off them. But you never know what people get up for that. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got this is a good game, a good divisional game too. 49ers and Seahawks. That should be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, that's probably the best one out of the ones you named so far. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the best one. But the 49ers,
who do the Lions play? Who do the Lions play?
The Lions play the Packers. If Aaron Rodgers was still there, it would have been like, okay, it's a good game.
Jory's still out on love. But I want him to win. I kind of like him and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
on the Lions. I'm on the Lions train, man. I've been liking the Lions for years, and I've been like with them for years. So I'm happy that they turned it around this year.
Hey, the Detroit Lions are actually battling for the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Look at that, man. What's their
Imagine-
record? What's their record? Let me see. I love that. I love that you said that. What's their record? They're 8-2 right now. They are the best team in the NFC. Oh no, besides the Philly. I forgot Philly only got one loss.
because they just played. But like if the Detroit wins, they right back
record wise. But I don't see, honestly, if you really want to go through it, I don't see the Lions beating the Niners.
Okay.
I don't see them. I'm talking about like on some playoff shit, and
I'm
not sure. Definitely don't see them beating the Eagles, and I hate to say it, but I'm not even sure they beat the Cowboys. Cowboys is rolling right now. I know the Cowboys aren't. Everybody's complaining about the quality of teams that the Cowboys are beating right now, but you beat who they put in front of you. Dak Prescott is balling, the defense is doing their thing. So, you know,
who the boys beat? Who the boys beat that are crucial?
But it's gonna be interesting to see because I do feel like
the boys don't have a lot of quality wins this year, man.
I forgot that the boys lost to the Cardinals, man. Damn.
But
they played them. I think the week after the Giants beat them. It was crazy after that crazy comeback. I was like, "What the hell? This don't make no sense."
Pull up the boys. What we got?
I got you. The boys beat the Giants. They beat the Jets. They lost to the Cardinals. Beat the Patriots. They lost to the Niners. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Rams. Lost to the Eagles. They beat us again. They beat the Panthers, and now they play Commanders. And then they
not a lot of quality.
Yeah,
moves,
they got an easy schedule too the rest of the year. Yo,
but I'm looking at them structurally, and I'm they got smacked against the fucking the Niners. They got embarrassed. You said it. Listen, man, they got embarrassed by the Niners. But I think the Cowboys are gonna be all right. I'm not. Maybe the Lions could beat them. Lions, but those to me, those are the teams in the NFC, man. It's the Cowboys. It's the Niners, it's the Eagles, it's this, throw the Seahawks in there.
In the NFC?
Yeah, it's the Lions.
Philly, Lions, San Fran, Dallas. And that's about it to me.
I put the Seahawks in there.
Yeah, the Seahawks right now, if the playoffs started today, they're the 6.
Okay, so the Eagles, Cowboys, Niners, Seahawks, Lions. Those are the that would be my top 5.
Those are the top dogs.
If we going AFC,
Baltimore, KC, Miami, Jacksonville, and
I don't know about Miami, man. I'm not even talking about record wise. I'm talking about just like
Jacksonville.
Talent. Jacksonville. Yeah, but
they 7-3, bro.
Even the Browns lost to Deshaun Watson. They won again. Bengals are out of it.
Damn, that broke my heart.
Broncos are coming on strong right now. Don't look now, but the Broncos are coming on strong right now.
But yo, shout out to you, Cash. Yo, you were high on the Browns this year, coming in this year with Deshaun, and they were 7-3. They 7-3.
But they lost
right now.
Deshaun and Chubb, man. That's crazy, and it's still fucking 7-3, right? That's crazy. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And the kid, what's the kid's name? Pull up his name from the backup quarterback.
The backup quarterback
for the Browns. What's his name? Let me look.
I got you right now.
He had a decent game last week, man. Fuck.
What's his name? Dorian Thomas Robinson.
Robinson. He had a decent game last week, man.
Well, it was against the Steelers. Now he only had 165 yards with an end toe. So I think it was the week before. He had a better game against the Ravens.
Wait, what was
the Ravens?
Oh
no, he didn't even play against the Ravens.
He didn't play.
Oh shit, some nigga called PJ Walker.
Okay, so maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought. What was this? What was the stat line last week?
Last week, Dorian Robinson, he had 167 yards with an into.
167 yards with an interception.
And he ran 3 times for 20 yards.
All right, they won though, right?
They beat.
He
game mad and they got the W.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, I think we need to take a look at the overall, the overall picture of the NFL and see and make some predictions. But like to be honest, right now, watching that Chiefs and Eagles game, I wouldn't mind seeing a repeat. And to be honest, that's what we're probably going to end up seeing again.
Oh man, you know what?
So? I don't think so.
I think the
AFC Championship, the NFC Championship is going to be 49ers and the Eagles, and I think and the AFC. I think
Baltimore,
going Ravens.
KC. Baltimore, KC.
I'm going Ravens Niners. That's gonna be.
That's my Super Bowl too. That's my Super Bowl pick. Yo, Cash, get out of my brain, son.
You think Ravens and Niners
Remember
again?
I said before we right here?
Yo, word up.
You think again? You think the stadium lights are gonna all shut off and black out in the middle of the Super Bowl again?
Wait. Beyonce not performing this year, right? It's Usher, right? It's Usher.
I think it's Usher.
Nah, it's not gonna go out. It's not gonna go
out. I'm big. Yeah, even though they lost my Mark Andrews or whatever. That's a big hit, but I'm still high on them.
That's a huge hit.
Yeah, it's a huge hit, but I'm still high on them. Lamar's been up and down, but when he's on, he's slinging that ball around. He's always got the threat of running, and the defense. Niners defense. I'm big on the Niners. What would you say, Kate? You can never count Kansas City out. I'm not going to say him, but their receivers dropped too many motherfucking passes.
Yo, you saw how he dropped it wide open.
They should have beat the Eagles. They had that game beat. But yo, Kadarius Toney suck a dick, nigga. Yo, check this out. Oh, can we? Nah, we don't need to bust that out. We can.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, but Valdez Scantling, he dropped that wide open 60-yard pass.
Yeah,
I was
bro, because he's a body. I saw Shannon Sharp saying that he's a body catcher. He's not a hand catcher. You know what I'm saying? He catches. You know how some niggas catch with their body. Some niggas got good hands. You know what I mean? But not it.
Yeah, but that's
they have no receivers. They gotta go out.
They got none.
They gotta go out and get a fucking a big time receiver next year, man. They gotta go out and get a big time.
Yo, they can't just have like a Travis Kelce because look at the hard time that they're having just because let's be honest, Baltimore Ravens, they do got Zay Flowers and they got Odell Beckham, but Odell Beckham missed a lot. They were depending on Mark Andrews a lot. Now was it all gonna fall back on Odell Beckham? He's I think. Zay Flowers, Travis Kelce dropped mad passes. He dropped the pass and fumbled the ball.
I do think Zay Flowers is going to open up the offense more for Zay Flowers now that Andrews is down. I know Cash. That's another guy that you were big on heading into the season.
Yeah, I like
Zay Flowers.
I don't know where the rookie. I got to look that out. With a rookie like
rankings
and shit, but I know Zay Flowers. If you don't win rookie, I know he's gonna be a big time receiver in this fucking league, man.
Zay Flowers, man. I feel like picking him up in my fantasy league. And remember, they got Nelson Aguilar. And Nelson Aguilar, he's pretty decent. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think that those are my picks. But they might. I reserve the right to change them. You know what I mean? Because when you get new information, you can't. You're gonna change. According to the new information that you get, but as of right now, that's who I kind of see. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the You never count on Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a fucking.
He's a genius, man.
He's a genius, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get the fuck up out of here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo,
the number one sports talk show out on these internet streets. Stop taking shots. Stop biting our fucking style. You already know how we do.
Yo, that's some real shit.
Y'all wasn't drinking until we started it.
And real talk, and we will be. There's gonna be no more weeks where we don't have a show anymore. We are going to make sure that's correct, and we are going to be giving you not 1, 2 shows a week. So please show support. Please show motherfucking love.
Yes,
Let's get it in. Ed, take us home.
Yes, sir. Tonight I'm gonna do a different type of toast. I just want to shed some light on mental health for men, or men's mental health. From sports world to the working man, shout out to everybody who's struggling and just keeps on going. We all with you. We all stand with you because all of us have our days that mentally we're not there. But when we keep on grinding, we keep on pushing through, there's always better days. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. With that being said, everybody who's showing us love, continue showing us love. And everybody else who's throwing shots at Jigga, you only get half a ball. Fuck y'all, niggas. Salud, my brothers. One.
Peace. Salud.
Peace.
Peace.
Sunday.
Peace. Happy Thanksgiving to all.